Hi, my name is Legina Betts, and this morning my husband and I took off really early, and we are kayaking from Dayton, Tennessee to Cleveland, Tennessee. It's about a 5 or 6 mile trip on the river, and as I was out here, was just thinking about several different things and what I wanted to share with you guys about my journey from RVP to NVP and how much it relates to our journey this morning being out here on the river. So it has been a beautiful day, and Dennis and I got up early this morning. We got all prepared, got all of our equipment. We had a journey and a path that we were going to be taking, and we kept checking it with our Google Maps to make for sure we were going down the right place so that we could end up at the place where our car is. So a lot of detours that we could have taken, a lot of inlets, but we needed just the right one. And several times we needed to cross big expanses of water. And so let me just show you several of them. And we just crossed right there from that other side, came over here. And so what I had to do, because was not focus on the whole entire journey, I just had to fix my eyes on the next point, and I kept watching that, and I got my oar and I just kept going 1 2 3 4 1 2 3 4 in out 1 2 3 4, because I knew if I kept paddling eventually I would reach that point, and then I had to fix my eyes on the next point and keep counting 1 2 3 4. As we have gone down the river, we've passed people on the side and we've waved to them. We've passed fishermen who have just have set anchor and they're not moving. They're just sitting right there. And then there have been big boats that have come by. And here's one just right on cue for you, who's coming by, and he's going to pass me because he's going faster than I am. He's got more horse speed than I do. And so it just relates to so much about our Arbonne journey. So I started Arbonne almost 13 years ago, and there have been great times in Arbonne, times of success, times of great learning curves is what I would want to call it. And there have been people who have joined my organization and or have wanted to or said they were going to, and they just sat on the shore and they didn't go anywhere. I've had people who have come along with me and then dropped anchor and they just sat there. And then I've had incredible leaders on my team and in my organization that, because they had more horsepower than I did, then they've passed me. And so it's learning to enjoy every part of the journey and learning to grow in the whole entire process. So I am not an avid rower. Dennis and I have taken up kayaking in the last couple of years after most of the girls have left. And so I've had to learn to paddle hard. I've had to learn to get my strength up and my upper arm strength. Thank you, Terry Fisher. And learn to continue getting better every day. So I'm not looking to be better than any particular person. I'm just learning to be better than I was the day before. And so this journey is about you putting your head down, knowing where you want to go in your business, and doing 1 2 3 4 weeks, and then taking a breath and doing 1 2 3 4 more weeks. And as long as you keep moving, that's the whole thing. So when I'm sitting still, I feel the waves more, and you guys probably feel it too with me. If I'm not holding on to this tree right here, I would be going backwards, and I'm still haven't reached my destination, which is up ahead. And so wherever you may be in your journey in Arbonne, and whether you feel like it's just been a smooth paddle and it's been great, whether you feel it's been choppy, whether you feel like you've gone back in your journey, whether you feel like there's been a lot of people who have passed you, I want you to know that the only way to fail is to quit, and for you to continue growing in the process and setting aside the weights that weigh you down, and pride being one of the biggest ones and one of my biggest obstacles. So throwing pride overboard really lightens my load. I'm learning that I've not arrived, and to learn from everybody who is on this journey with me. And failure because we all have them, and I hope that you've seen in all of these videos that everybody's journey has been different. Everybody's had different obstacles and different setbacks, different things that have been their source of how God is using Arbonne to grow them as a person and to help them. And because every setback that you have, when you come back, and when I come back, then it's a way for me to help somebody else along in the journey and to comfort others with the same comfort that I've been comforted with. And so I love that part. And failure is not me. I am not a failure because I failed many times in my business. And if you've been in Arbonne longer than a couple of weeks, you've failed too. So learning to take failure as an event, not taking it on as your personality, which I have done, and it's really warped my journey and delayed it. And so the only way to fail is to quit. So I've got a little bit to go in my journey. I don't know if I can show it up to you, but I've got a little ways to go up there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put my paddle in, and I'm going to dig, and I'm going to lean into the obstacles, and one person's roadblock can be another person's oar that gets them to where they want to go. So I've got my oar. There you go, a pretty yellow one. Can you see it? Yep, I've got my oar. I've got my vest on. I've got my path, and I'm just going to put my head down, count 1, 2, 3, 4, and eventually, very shortly, I'm going to be up here to my car and going to have success of reaching this part of the journey of my trip. And so I wish you the best in your journey. I wish you many obstacles because that's how we are going to grow. I wish you many setbacks because that's how you become stronger. Not comparing yourself to anybody else, but only comparing yourself to yourself, that you're stronger today than you were yesterday, and that you're more hope-filled today than you were yesterday. So I look forward to seeing many of you in September at our retreat. And then a shout out to all of my Texan buddies. This little island right here, Sam Houston, resided on this little island for a while. So love you guys, and thank you for being on this journey with me.